And now, Effective Communication with Phil Zeller, CEO, Dale Carnegie, Southwest Michigan.
Question for you. Have you seen the Harvard study of adult development? It's one of the longest running studies on happiness. Now think about that for a moment. Happiness. A key point in the study was that happier people know when to let go. They know when to let go. So being happier in life, one of the key components in the study they found, you got to know when to let go. You got to let go, realizing that your life is short. It's going to go fast. And as we get older, it goes faster and faster. And with that life becoming shorter and shorter, they found that in their life, to be happy, they had to let the negativity go. And they had to focus on the good things in life. Because as time marches on, which it always does, as we share on Effective Communication, time is of the essence. It is the one true measure of consequence. Time. Something we can only manage because we can't control it. And yet, how much time do we waste right now allowing negative things to enter our sphere of influence, to enter into our mind? Maybe it's in your social media feed. Maybe it's on the news. Maybe it's people in your life, the negativity. And they have an opinion, and it isn't a good opinion, and they say negative things about other people. Dale Carnegie wrote that criticism is futile, absolutely futile, because it puts a person on the defensive and usually makes them strive to justify themselves. Criticism is dangerous because it wounds a person's precious pride. It hurts their sense of importance, and it arouses resentment in them. And yet, in your social media feed, do you have negativity? Are there negative stuff coming through? Do you see people attacking other people with only one part of the story, not the whole story? Do you see people jumping to judgment as if they know better than every other human being? Do you see this negativity and this hostility? The challenge is, are you part of it? Because if you are, you're taking away precious time in your life that could be used so much more valuably. So the challenge is, do you owe it to yourself to make better use of your time? Do you owe it to yourself to become the change you want to see in the world, as Gandhi said? To become a person who chooses to find the good. A person who chooses to speak about the good, acts on the good, and applauses the good. Are you a person that does that? Could you become a person that does that to add more value to your life? See, in the study, these people had to learn to let that negative stuff that happened in life go, let it go. And I think a lot of us, as we get older, we realize, as that clock is ticking, it's time to let some stuff go. It's time to let it go. And what we're going to focus in on, as Gandhi said, is be that change we want to see in the world. So the first thing, as Dale Carnegie shared, the very number one principle he shared was don't criticize, condemn, or complain. Because as I just shared with you a moment ago in his own words, it's futile. It's not going to change somebody's mind. Go read chapter 1 on How to Win Friends and Influence People. You're not going to change people's minds. So the criticism, you're just speaking in a vacuum. You're speaking to other unhappy people, speaking in a vacuum. What is the point? What does that lead to? Does it create the positive change in the world? So if we focus on what we can do versus what isn't being done, we start to take ownership. And Dale Carnegie would say, do the very best you can. Do the very best you can. Because really, what can you control? You can control what you do. And if you hold yourself accountable to doing the very best you can, realizing you're a human being, you're going to make mistakes. Things are going to happen. But that being said, that you can look in the mirror and say, you know what? I'm doing the best I can. And realistically, what more could you ask of a human being? I always ask that question to my kids growing up. Are you doing the very best you can? Because that's a question that a person has to answer for themselves. Hold themselves accountable to being that change they want to see in the world. So my challenge to you is this today, my friends. Learn from the study that Harvard put together, the longest running study, one of the longest, on happiness. Drop the negativity, drop the criticism, replace it with the positive things that could be going on in the world. If you want to help people, go help people. Help them with kindness, help them with love, and help them with ways that doesn't put other people in a bad situation. And when you do this, you're going to live a healthier and happier life. So let the negativity go. Focus on the positive. Be the change you want to see in the world by doing the very best you can. Now go make it happen.